Hello everyone and welcome to Harv's World for the next episode of Off the Grid. Yes, we are back in the Willamina forest and I am on my way north to, well, what's going to be just the campground. We'll call it the campground from now on to keep it straight and simple. I've got a little bit more work to do up there and then I think those are going to be pretty close to being ready to open up. Should probably do a quick once over of the farm market, make sure everything is in order up here. But right now I really want to focus on the campground and just finalizing that. And then I've got a lot of work to do at the home plots today. Things are going exceptionally well up there, I have to say. I do have to say that they are doing very well. Easy, Harv. That's a sharper turn coming down that hill than I anticipated. Yeah, things are going really well up there today. Or really well for them, I should say. And again, it's an issue of finalizing. I want to finalize what's going on up there and have those plots ready for sale. Plus, I've got an interesting little bit of an announcement to make about those home plots. So, here we go. This is the first camping space. These two are very close together, so I think, oh, I didn't unstrap this one. There we go. I better take that strap off. So yes, I've brought in some porta potties. I don't want people, if they bring an RV in, I don't want them dumping their waste around here. Obviously, I think that's just good common sense. And so having some restroom facilities should help keep that from happening. And I just managed to get everything between the truck and the trailer. I managed to get everything down here. These things are heavier than they look. Much heavier than they look. I really didn't think, I think I can slide them around, that kind of thing, but as far as, picking them up and moving them, that's not really going to be too much of a good, or I'm not going to have too much opportunity to do that. So I think I'll put one right between these two camping spots, kind of tuck it back in a little bit just so it's off the road. Yeah, I think right about there. That should be pretty respectable. Excellent. Very nice indeed. And I've forgotten. Left the straps on these, so I better get those off. And let's see here. Yeah, I think I'll do that. Pull the truck over here. I think I can pull this trailer with the telehandler. I should be able to, and that way I can just cart these down along the way. Oh yeah, no problem. Drop them off as needed. So this space should be taken care of by that one over there. Oh, and then I can put one in between these two. I might have one more than I actually need. If so, that's okay. That won't be an issue because I can always double up somewhere. There's always someone who needs extra bathroom facilities, right? Get a little bit better handle on that, but at least I got it off solo. I was afraid it was going to get stuck. This lifter can be a little bit aggressive sometimes, but not today. What do we say to the god of porta potties? Not today. And yes, it's very early. Well, it's 9 o'clock, but still it's early enough to be very early. And dork mode is fully engaged. Absolutely, positively. Now, as far as the home plots go, I've got a special announcement regarding those home plots. It's going to be interesting. It'll be pretty fascinating to see how it works out. But don't miss it. Don't miss it. You're going to want to hear this. Absolutely, positively. Yeah, right about here. That looks like a good spot right there. Come on, brother. Well, don't go smashing them off the truck, Harv. See what I mean by aggressive? It just gets aggressive and then everything gets... There we go. That's better. That'll work. Yeah, I think right about in there we'll do nicely. Right tucked into the trees. Nice and shaded, then people aren't all hot and... Well, anyway. It's the bathroom. At least they have one, right? Right. And let's see, I think I'll put one right here. And then I'll probably just run the fifth one all the way back to that far back camping spot, since they're going to have the farthest to go anyway. So as the home plots go, everybody's been working and playing well together. The attorney, the real estate agent, doing what they need to do to get all of that up and ready to go. They should be ready for sale any day now. And I have done a little work up there, but I've got a lot of work yet to do. Now let's go on this side of the tree, since this one's kind of going to be just for this camping spot, so we'll put that in right there. There we go. One more, just one. And we'll just run this one right back here. This is the creme de la creme of camping spaces right here. I have to say. Yeah, let's go right here. I like that. That looks pretty good right there. All right. We've got our fireplace. We have got a picnic table, and now we have the proverbial porta potties. And yes, I know those will need to be emptied from time to time and replenished with that nasty blue goop. That chemical, whatever, that bright blue chemical to, well, whatever it does. But yes, I don't think I will be doing that in full display. I think I will just keep track of those on my own. Come on, telehandler, you got this trailer. Okay, so I'm just going to run this all back up to the homestead, and then to the home plots we go. Much work to accomplish up there today. I'm going to finalize those, and they will be ready for sale. Absolutely ready for sale. And again, special announcement coming up. Okay, so I brought my plow back down again, obviously, and I brought my cultivator back down, although I'm not sure these work and play well together necessarily, but they are going to, you know, I'll sort it out. I need to finish the road and get some gravel put in as well. I need to figure out how it's going to tie in. Now, you will see that I have installed a little post with a mailbox on it. There's one of these for each of the plots. 6 plots, 6 mailboxes. Each has one labeled 1 through 6, so everybody can get their mail. You can see them along the road here. That's number 2. Three, Number 4 is just right up here along the way. Yep. And then up around the bend where I need to get the work done. I need to finish up this hill. And so I'm going to start just about right over here. And I want this road to swing around and start up the hill just like so. Come on, little Ford. Come on, brother. You got this, buddy. So the 5th plot is coming up here on the left. And let's see, this road should cut down through here. Yep, this is it. And then plot number 6. Just a little bit farther down the way. And I actually think I opened up these plots up here just a little bit more than the others. So just about like so, and then I'm going to swing this all the way around. This is going to be a little bit, almost, you know, it's going to be kind of a turnaround here. So that there's no dead end in place. Ah. There we go. Now all of these, I think all of these plots turned out very nice. You know, I've got the 2 plots up here, basically we'll call them up on the ridge. They are nice and wide open. They don't exactly have a great view of the lake or anything, but they are perched up high. It's going to take some work to get, for folks to get homes built up here. I mean, I'm not going to say it's going to be easy for them, or cabins, or, you know, whatever they want to do up here. That's completely up to them. But the point is, all of these plots have some benefit that should work out quite nicely for everyone. Okay, now I think I just want to drop my plow, which means, because I just want to run that road one more time with the cultivator, smooth it out a little bit. And then we're going to take a look at each of these plots in depth, and I'm going to tell you what my little announcement's going to be. Oh yes. Now something interesting happened. That was, well, I thought it was interesting. It's kind of cool. I heard from Kevin. You remember Kevin from Chillington? Well, Kevin called, and he said that harvest season is just about complete in Chillington, and that they might be getting some time off, and he thought it might be nice to come over to Willamina for a visit. So that'd be pretty cool if he can work. If he can arrange that, it'd be pretty nice to see Kevin again. One of these days, I probably need to take a trip over to Chillington and just check on things. I mean, I'm still part owner in that business, so I probably should look in on it from time to time. But that's not going to happen anytime soon because I've got too much work to do here. So much of the work to do. Yeah, this should make a decent turnaround right about there. Okay, so as I work my way back, this is plot 6. Nice open plot right through here. Up on a hill. Gonna have a very nice view of the tree line. I think it's a nice plot anyway. I would build a house here. And then plot 5 right down here. Again. And right up on top of this hill. Kind of at an angle. Might be a nice little place to build and have some extra room for a few little things around. Might be nice. And then, of course, it will be between the attorney, the surveyor, and the real estate agent going by my specifications as to exactly how these things are priced. That's really, really where things stand. Now, this is plot 4 right here, where I dropped my plow. This is a nice wide open plot with a very, very attractive view of the lake right down there along the road. Excellent. Very nice. But the remaining plots are very similar. This is plot 3. Again, a very nice view of the lake right here. Lakefront. Not quite lakefront property. Pretty darn close. This is plot 2 right here. Kind of a nice rise. Again, a gorgeous view of the lake here. And then plot number 1 right down here. And yes, I did transplant a few trees to sort of block this off from that open area over there. And then again, a nice big plot with lake view access. So those are plots 1 through 6 in reverse order, 6 through 1, I guess I should say. Now here's the deal. Oh shoot, I need the plow again. These plots are going to Harv's World subscribers. Stepping out of character and storyline for a minute. So what I need you to do in the comments down below is tell me which plot you would like. If you're a Harv's World subscriber, feel free to jump in and say 1 through 6. You can only pick one. Just one, please. And the other thing is there probably going to be more than one person for each plot, so it's probably going to end up being a lottery. I mean, obviously, if there's only one person who wants a particular plot, then they will obviously get that plot. But multiple people who want the same plot their names will be thrown into a hat, and you will be able to claim that piece of property. So keep that in mind, and then your name will go on this mailbox right here. Within reason, I've only got so many spaces I can fill, but your name will go on the mailbox. Now, I can't invite you to play on the map. The logistics of that would be an absolute nightmare. Nothing personal, mind you. Nothing personal at all. Things change on this map so frequently. The mods that I install change so frequently that logistically it would just be impossible. Even to get someone to help on this map, which I have done in the past from time to time, is quite the struggle. So, while that might be nice, it really isn't going to work out. But you can at least participate by having your name on one of my home plots. So, feel free to jump in, throw your name into the pool of candidates. And yes, I'm going to turn this road right here. Now, I guess the downside of plot 1 is that people will be driving through. I want to start this right about here. I do have a method to my madness. So you're going to get most of the traffic, but again, there's only 6, so it's not like there should be that much traffic, right? Right. Okay, so that's where the turnoff is going to take place, right about there, to get back into the home plots. Now I've got some other work that I really should think about getting done. So, let's finish these things up, shall we? Let's get them ready for sale. Okay, let's see what we've got here. Well, I've got the road completed. Had to move the sign over just a little bit and added just a little bit of decoration to it. Probably do a little bit more with that later, but I'm not too concerned about it right now. Now here's where the road is going to split, and I put in fence right here just to show the divide. Might have to find some kind of marker to let people know, or when we get some electricity down here, maybe I could put in a light post right there so people can see that a little bit better. But then our road is going to go right up here through the home plots. Very nice indeed. I think it all turned out fairly well. I think it turned out really well. Got our little bit of a turnaround down here. Nothing too terribly fancy, but it might be a little bit narrow. Might have to spread that out a little bit, but as things go, I think we're ready to sell. Absolutely ready to sell, and I did a little bit of extra work for myself too. So basically this area down here is going to be for the residents or vacationers or whatever you want them to be. And they can get to the lake along this stretch right through here. But they are going to come to a point where their access is restricted, and that's where I have moved my gate and fence right down through here. And now private property. This is your private property. Do not go beyond the fence. So all told, I think we're ready to go. That is very nice indeed. I love it when a plan comes together. So now it's just a matter of you folks telling me which plots you want and sorting out who's going to get them. Alright, now that the home plots are done, the campground is basically done. I need to put a few signs down there just for informational purposes, and I'm waiting on one more delivery to come in to place down there also. It should be in the next day or two. Something I forgot to mention was that Pierre did come in, and he's on the road right now. He's running one more load of timber for me, and then I think that's pretty much going to do it for the long haul timber runs. I mean, you know, I can use the money, but we get these home plots sold off, well, it's still going to be an issue because it's not going to be cheap to build this sawmill. I think I mentioned earlier that I did get the equipment moved down here for tree harvesting, and I'm not completely sure just yet exactly how long or how far back I want to go. I feel like I'll know it when I see it. Because I am going to have to clear the land to put the sawmill in too, so that's going to be an important factor. Is what's a good place to put a sawmill? That's gonna be a factor in this also. And these stumps are getting in my way. There we go. You know, it's got to be reasonably level. It has to be in a nice wide open area. That kind of thing. Well, I'm going to have to open up the area, but you know, an area that's open and reasonably flat, I guess, is really my point here. There's a poem by Robert Frost that goes, "Two roads diverged in a wood, and I took the one less traveled by, and that has made all of the difference." Well, I don't know about that, but This one road goes down, the other path goes up. I'm going down. I really think this is where I want to go. Robert Frost, while I respect your work, I'm not sure it's helping me out when it comes to building a sawmill. Although, you know, maybe it does. I guess, you know, theologically speaking, or whatever you want to call it. I say that a lot too, or whatever you want to call it. You know, not many people are going to come out into the forest, strike out on their own, try to do something for themselves, and end up putting in a sawmill. I think maybe, just maybe, the road less traveled by for me was coming out here to begin with. And of course, you know, it is symbolic. Now, remember what I said? If you're interested in being the namesake for one of those home plots, don't forget to leave the information in the comment below. Only pick one, please. Only one. And then whoever wants what, we will toss their names into a hat. And some of you will become part of Harv's World Off the Grid. But I think that's going to do it for this episode. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please remember to hit the like and subscribe buttons down below. As always, I very much appreciate you coming along for the ride. And until next time, take care.